Hi there, everybody. I'm Jenifer Angel. This is my horoscope overview for this coming week of June the 8th. Now, there's a lot going on this week. Let's start with the end of the week, which is Mercury is going to come out of its retrograde transit. Hooray! I know that there's all great things to do while Mercury is in retrograde, and certainly this week you can continue any researching and getting plans into place. I've certainly been doing that with a few new things I've got on the table, but I must say I'm always very pleased when Mercury does, go direct again. Now, of course, it does go through that really disruptive period called the storm when it goes in and out of retrograde. So that's right at the end of the week, say the 11th. So I would like chill over next weekend, and if you can put off any major decisions for the following week, then I'd advise you to do that. And I'm certainly just waiting until after Mercury goes retrograde, comes out of retrograde, to put a few things into action myself. But as I said, this week, and certainly over this weekend, is a good time to really, just get things in place still. Now, right at the end of the weekend as well, then just to add a bit more, confusion to that weekend, and that's the weekend of the 13th and the 14th that I'm talking about. Saturn is going to, on its retrograde transit, is going to move back into the sign of Scorpio. Now, in this position, it gives us another chance for this short stay here, that to just delve into anything that we didn't get sorted out, any issues that are sitting down there, emotional baggage particularly, that perhaps has come up for us to look at over the last year or so, and we get another chance just to sort of clear that. So if you started on a journey of getting in touch with something that's really blocking you from going forward in your life, then this is the time we want to bring it up, look at it, and say what needs to be said. Wait until Mercury comes out of retrograde, to whoever you need to say it to. And sometimes it can just be about getting in touch with stuff for yourself. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to deal with someone else, but life is about relationships. I really believe that that's what we're here to do. We're here to learn and grow through relationships. So invariably it does include someone else on some level. Now, at the start of the week, I mean, there's a lot happening this week, as I said. Now, the other planet that's going to enter a retrograde transit is Neptune. Now, Neptune in the sign of Pisces that it rules. In this transit, it's that's on the 12th. So also we've got the 11th, 12th, 14th. So all around the end of the end of this week and next weekend, just simply because these planets are in and out of retrograde and moving, does cause some level of confusion. So you don't want to make any assumptions. You don't want to make any major life decisions if you can help it. But as I always say, life doesn't always wait for retrograde, to settle down. So if you do have to go ahead with something, then certainly by all means do that. But just be mindful of what you're doing, what you're saying. Always great to have a rehearsal. And think about things and strategically what result that you want to get from something. And if you start from the end, sometimes it's from the result, sometimes it's easier that way to get to work towards that. Now, there's still quite a lot of activity in planets in the sign of Gemini. Now, when I go through your individual charts in a moment, then we'll highlight what area of life that's going to represent for each and every person, each or every star sign, rather. So the Sun is here, Mars, and Mercury, and there are a number of aspects that are coming off these three planets this week. So we do have the Sun in a sextile with Jupiter, and we have the Sun in a sextile with Uranus as well. So there many favorable aspects this week. There's a powerful Sun conjunction with Mars right at the end of the week as well, over the weekend. So this is going to bring up some powerful emotions. You want to be careful, as I just said, over that weekend, that you're not too impetuous, too impulsive. That's going to be difficult with the Sun conjunct Mars, but okay, here's the deal. It's not always possible to control everything in your life. God knows, as a Capricorn, I've had my fair, trying of that. But, sometimes it's something that you've done in the past that can catch up with you, or sometimes it's something someone else does, and it's simply, incorporates you. So, having all said that, it is what it is. Don't worry about it too much. Act on the level of caution if you can. If you think that something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Tune into your instincts. And with so much energy happening around, and as I said, this week there's a lot of favorable aspects in the chart. There's also Mercury is going to sextile with Venus as well, and Mars and Uranus. Oh, it's Mars and Uranus that's going to sextile. I'm sorry, not the Sun and Uranus. So there's a lot of great things happening. The sands are shifting, I feel, very much this week. So things are sort of happening. They're shifting in some way. You're not going to be able to escape getting in the middle of it. In another sense, it's really good, I feel, this week to sort of step aside a little bit. So if you step out of, you've got to step out of the woods to see the trees. I don't know if that's exactly right. I do regularly get all those sayings mixed up, but I'm sure you know what I mean. So if you can step out and look in and be a little bit more of a spectator, and then that can serve you very well. And remember the other rule: communication is about two things. It's listening and talking, and taking notice of what's going on. So don't be so quick to put your two bob in. I think that's an English term. And or your 2 cents in, and just take a step back and see what's happening, because what can come through, what starts to develop through this week, really sort of can bring some things together. Okay, now that you've been waiting on for some time. Now they may indeed be delayed on some level, because we've got that sort of disruption and shifting of the sounds all over the week, but come through next week. And I just want to have a quick look at the chart for next week. Come through next week, we do have that new moon. This is the following week, so it's on the 16th rather, and things can start off fresh again, and the Sun at the end of that week will make a move into Cancer. So I do feel a level of excitement and a level of, wow, what's going to happen next? So you know what? Let's all of us just try and let go of anything in our life that isn't the best for us and open our arms and hearts and minds to embrace what comes next, okay? All right, love and luck to you. I'll go ahead now and do the individual reports. Thanks so much. And also don't forget to go on to my New York Daily News horoscope pages, and you can have a look at the written report for the monthly overview there too. Okay, bye. Love and luck to you. Bye.